guys here. Oh, is it the comic book Sabbath? Oh, is it comic book Wednesday? Ooh, did new comic books come out? Yes, they did. And what we're doing right now is just a little vamping, guys, because we got to let those streamers catch up. But for you that are just tuning in, we're a comic book look. We're going to be talking about comics. We're talking about the comics we got today. I'm really tired, so I sent a message to John and said, hey, maybe let's do kind of a quick one. So we'll kind of just probably shotgun out some what we're picking up and why we're picking it up, and then probably leave you on your way. You know what I'm saying, boy?
We're gonna just be like vroom, straight down I-29 is what we say out here. And
that's right.
That's a big deal here in South Dakota.
Yeah, straight down from Fargo to Omaha, baby.
Yeah.
Right in between.
Yeah, heck yeah. That's awesome. All right, well, let's go ahead and launch it off, man. 7 viewers. Holy smoke. 10 viewers. Oh my god. All right, well, woo, big numbers. All right, everyone. Well, hey everyone, it's your boy John on Demand, aka looking so. What am I looking like? These things on my face. I don't know what's going on. First show with the new frames on, so looking forward to that. And of course, you guys joined by co-CEO. There can only be one with Sir Tom Devine is in the building. Tom, how are you doing?
What up, Johnny boy? And, you know, I know John isn't always into the AKAs as much, but I would call him the most AKA fabulous Clark Kent with those new spectacles, that blue shirt looking so good. He's got that, you know, the hair looking so suave today. I mean, you are off the chain, my man.
Well, thank you. And I guess, you know, I see Bill is tuning in. Thank you, Bill, for checking in. As the biggest DC fan, Bill likely will agree or disagree with the Superman analogy. Hopefully agree. So I definitely bow to your wisdom on that, Bill. James, good to see you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Tom and I, we're just going to be rocking out with some quick not reviews even, just kind of what we picked up for the week. And then we are both going to kind of take some a comic book look TO for the rest of the night. So just going to be kind of a quick one today. But Tom, what's new? What's new in your world? Anything?
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? There's plenty new. And even though it's a quick one, doesn't mean we didn't get comics. Doesn't mean that we don't have something to say, right?
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, the number one new thing for old Tom Devine is Super Mario Sunshine for GameCube. I've been playing it nonstop. I got that 3D All-Star package for the Switch, and I'll tell you what, it took me a little bit of time to jump on it, but now I'm like 55 shines in. I am locked in. I cannot wait to take Bowser out. It's the only Mario game I have never played or like all the way through, finished all the way through. So it's been so fun to go and play this Mario game. It's like this full Mario game that I had heard was pretty good, but I tried a couple times and I couldn't get the controls down. Now I'm an absolute ace, just getting through the hardest platforming levels with my FLUDD device. And so, yeah, that's new with me, Johnny boy.
Heck yeah. Well, that's awesome, man. For me on the video game front, totally geeking out Final Fantasy 14. Horrible comic book bears Brian, who we still need to connect with at some point, got me into this thing, and it is just a crazy little love story that I have, and I love it. So glad that I got into it here. Thank you, James, for the comment, serving that Clark Kent realness. Preach. Thank you.
Right, man, I know, James.
Oh, there's good old Sarge. Tom talking about his package again. All right. Well, thank you guys so much, everyone. Oh yeah, I saw him today at the shop. That was really cool. I walked away from the register, and then I heard a familiar voice. And I turned around, and I'm like, "Oh my god, he was right there!" And I didn't even recognize him. So that's how all the masks and hats and shades that we wear. It's just like
that's how it goes. I think I know those eyes.
Yeah.
I have yet to be the person who's like, hey, how you doing, dude? And then it's like, dude, I don't know you. I'm not the person you thought I was when I looked just like this.
Yeah. I did that to someone once at the shop. I thought it was someone else. And they were like, I don't think I am who you're looking for, or something like that. Like, very polite. And I was like, dude, I'm so awkward. I'm so sorry. It was so great. Yeah. So that's why you don't approach random people at the comic book store. Don't be a creeper like John. All right.
I am not the comic fan you are looking for.
Right. It's just like, oh, my bad.
All right, John, what'd you pick up today, dude? What did you pick up on this Sabbath?
Yeah, on the Sabbath, I actually got a healthy variety, Tom. I think you're going to be mortified or proud of me. So first of all, how many did you get? Would you say approx? So we can.
Yeah, let me take a look. When I went, I gotta say, here's my bam, 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 hot take. I gotta say, when I went to the wall today, it looked like a small week.
No, Diamond shorted.
Oh, is Diamond
on
shorted?
Several books. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, they sure didn't short the books I bought, because I got I guess I got 7 books here. So, not
there with you. Right there with you. Okay.
Yeah, so works fine for me.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, right on. Well, let's do it. 7 books indeed. First book, I guess. I'll jump right in here. I am rocking out with our friends at Vault. This is one of 2 copies left, and just really groovy coloration on that. Witch Blood, number 1.
Oh man!
And so.
Sick. That must have been gone by the time I even got there.
Yeah, there were 2 left, and I said, "Oh man, I'm rocking with it. I got to try it out." Our friends at Vault are just so cool, so I'm looking forward to seeing how it treats me, what it looks like, etc. But if this is a result of the book doing that well, that many people picked up a copy, awesome. Or if orders were down, that's fine too. But I am confident I'm going to like it just because Vault is amazing. So.
I got to say, that's a sweet book and a sweet cover, and I'm pissed that I didn't get to pick it up. But we do have a really funny comment here from Brian Anderson. Throw it up. We were talking about how good you look, and he said, I look like Brad Pitt, just not in the face or the body. So I thought that was really good, Brian.
Well played.
Dude, I'm the same way. That's so good. All right. Yeah, I don't have that Vault goodness of a cool number 1 with a sweet pop cover colors like you had there, but I do have crossover number 5, I think. Crossover number 5. So, this continues to be really good. Donny Cates. Why did I say it continues to be really good? Because that's not even really the case. It's a really good premise, and it's not executed as well as I'd like it to be. And I don't know how long I'm going to stay on in. I'll definitely wrap up the first arc. I do want to see what's going on. I mean, even though I like, Madman, who makes an appearance, and I like Spawn, who's been on the cover, and I like, the old book that Sarge got me into that Donny Cates wrote a long time ago. That whole team is in it. It's still, I don't know. Maybe not my favorite, but I do like what it's doing. And I think that has to do with it having to be very superhero-esque and comic book-esque. And I'm not really looking for that meta comic book about superheroes. I'm really looking just for good stories.
Yeah. No, absolutely, man. Well, continuing on that random train here, I am rocking with, and this might be one of yours, Image Comics number 1, Shadecraft. So definitely just wanted to try it out because why not? Why not? Upon thumbing through it, artwork looks sick, dark undertones, nice coloration. I saw some purples and blues in there. I'm in. I'm sold. Yeah. I just want to see where the story takes me. I don't know anything about it, and I'm so excited to check it out. But yeah, so I'll definitely have to report back on how that one treats me. Aaron Evans coming through straight from Minnesota. Hey, buddy, grab Witchblood number 1 too. Looks like fun. Yes, sir. And Aaron, you got to keep us posted on that new computer that I saw you got on Twitter, because then you're going to be on our show sometime. So that'll be awesome. Yeah.
And then Mike's rocking Paybacks. That's the book I was trying to think of. Paybacks. They're in crossover.
Okay. Jay Nordstrom. So John from the shop shorted on Witchblood. 2 other covers. We'll slot one for you, Tom. There you go.
Perfect. And I'll tell you what, you guys, that's a comment from John Nordstrom. Okay, guys.
Let's bring that back up here. This is a big deal.
This is a big freaking deal, okay? This is the biggest freaking deal I've been through in a while, okay? This is we have Bill on here. He's 51%. That's what I call him. Owns 51% of DC Comics.
Is that his nickname, 51%?
Yes, it's Bill, 51%. But John, he's as big of comic book royalty as Bill is. John is the guy who got me into every comic book that we like. He's the greatest comic book retailer of all time. So, John, thanks for watching, dog.
Yeah. Thank you, John. All right. Steve from Comic Book Bears checking in with us. I have Shadecraft in my to-get list for this week. Yes. Awesome. Nice. Definitely looks neat, worth a first issue buy. Yeah, perfect.
I kind of felt the same way you did, John. I didn't know anything about it, but it's like, number one image. And then, this girl kind of looks cool. It's like, oh, she's got cool jeans on. She's kind of badass. So it's like, yeah. And then it's going to be like supernatural. It looked really like dark and kind of like emo right here. She's having some real emo moments and I was like, oh yeah, I'm on board, man. I'll check this out. It's number one, right? Why not?
Dude, heck yeah. Heck yeah. Oh. And Bill did confirm a comic book look exclusive. Breaking news, you guys. Bill is the 51%, the new 51. That's right. That's right.
The new 51.
The new 51. Boom. How am I need to Photoshop that? Like put his face on the top of a comic book cover, top left. Occupy DC Universe. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, heavens to Betsy. That was my book, Tom. So you.
Oh, yeah. So,
yeah.
Okay. I'm up. I got I Breathe the Body, number 3. I would love to tell you that I'm loving this book, but I haven't read issue number 2 yet. It's one of those situations where I'm excited to pick up a book. I like number 1. I still haven't read number 2. I'm picking up number 3. I mean, that's how it goes sometimes. I can trust that it's written by a favorite of mine, Zach Thompson. He thinks outside the box. He does a bunch of weird things. He clearly is like some sort of, and he must be some sort of mushroom horror guy because that's what's going on with this book. But totally excited to get back into it. And I promise by the time issue 4 comes out, I will have read these.
Heck yeah, man. Awesome. Well, I'm going to switch gears here really quick onto the Marvel choo-choo train. But X-Men Legends number 2. Oh my gosh, that first issue was such a treat, and I'm so excited for this one too. It's just so funny to see like Cable with all the stupid pointless patches on his uniform. So total nod to the 90s lineup, and that's exactly what it is. And it's just additional content. So a lot of fun. I'm excited to read this. I haven't read it yet, but that'll probably be one of the first ones I dig into.
Hell yeah, man. Oh yeah. This one I did take a chance on. Destiny in Y.
Yeah.
A Black Mask, and I wasn't, to be honest, right off the front, this art right here, this scared me a little bit. It looks a little 90s, maybe some indie, and I was like, ooh, I don't know if I want it. And then I flipped in, and then it switches around in this art style, and this is an art style that I really, really like. It seems very modern and clean. So I was like, well, okay, so now they're already doing exciting things. And what did I read? I think I read something. Oh, yeah. Right on this front cover, when I was in the shop, I read it, and it was like a slice of life, romance, and drama meets mysterious urban fantasy. It's like, okay, first of all, I don't have any other comics that are an urban street fantasy that is with, drama and romance. So, me, if it's a book that is on this kind of quality and it's in a genre that we don't get to see very often in comics, I'm picking it up right away. I love romance book. I love slice of life books. I love small stories. It always reminds me that comic books is a medium, not a superhero engine. It's a medium for telling stories of any kind.
No, I definitely agree with that. And what a great transition, Tom, to my next book. Thank you for that. I care about politics. And so I saw this and I had to get it.
Oh my God, you got that?
So funny. Like, first of all, a lot of these parodies, they're like, there's like, this is full color art and everything. And I was like, okay, somebody put some effort into this to really make it shine. And I just was like, I can't say no. And I'm like, if I ever had the chance to like meet the president, I would have him sign this comic that he doesn't even know exists. That's how funny it would be. Like, Joe, can you sign this, by the way? Thanks.
Yeah, exactly.
So, which obviously is going to tune into our show. Duh.
Of course. He's watching right now. Joe, say hi to your
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, Trump, for whatever reason, wasn't a big watcher of ours. But, back, Obama was, and now we got Joe in there again. So we're back cool with the White House again.
Yeah, we're in good graces. So first comic book show of the nation right here, baby. That's right.
All right.
What you got?
Am I up now then? That means? All right. Hey, I like superheroes better as much as the next guy. Spawn, still coming out. I'm still picking it up. Yeah. And, better than anything else, whatever's happening with this, that's great. But if you guys can see right here, $2.99, guys. We have a comic book on the shelf that is still under $3, and it's Spawn. Thank you, Todd McFarlane. This is just, he's just showing people, hey, man, draw the line at $2.99 4 years after DC erased that line. All right. So I'm excited about that. And I'm actually like 4 issues behind on this as well, but I keep on buying it because it's $2.99. So I feel like I got to support it, vote with my dollars.
Speaking of Spawn too, Brian Anderson had a really funny comment up there. Is the reboot ever going to happen? My kids will be out of high school before it comes out.
Yeah, no kidding. Isn't that the truth?
Oh, shoot. All right. Let's see. What do I got? Also on the Marvel train, completely random. I had to rock with this, you guys, because I don't know this character very well, but Beta Ray Bill, #1. I had to, because for me, it's an opportunity to just learn even more about the character. Artwork looks just rad. It's a little different from the other books I'm reading right now, and I'm so freaking excited. The one page that really jumped out to me, I always do my flip, when I'm exploring new books, and I just really liked that. I thought that was really cool. Just kind of pretty page spread there, depicting a ship, but just really looking to see what in the world's going on. Beta Ray Bill, what brings you to our shelves? What's the situation? How can a comic book look help? So
exactly. And it's a cool alien Thor, right? And he has one of the coolest names in all of comic books, Beta Ray Bill. That's just a dope ass name. You think he's gonna be a cowboy or something, you see him, he's a Thor character that's an alien. It's like, fuck yeah, man. Beta Ray Bill all day long.
Hashtag beta. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Oh man.
What
all
you
right.
got?
Next up, I got Two Moons, #2. This is the follow-up of that first book that I talked about a little bit ago. I think I didn't pick it up, and we talked to somebody who picked it up, and then I went back and picked it up. I can't not remember who the guest was who was talking about it, but I'm super stoked to get it. And then I actually really, really enjoyed the first one. I thought it was good. Excited to get this one, and it has like this Confederate flag on the front, so I have to assume we're going to get a lot of Confederates getting murked, killed, burned, tortured, which is always exciting.
Sure. Bill is coming to the defense here for DC.
Oh, that's a good point, Bill.
There you go. So
all ages books. I didn't think about that. That's thank you, DC. Thanks for doing that. That's awesome.
Up next on my list, technically indie, but this time I am aware it is a video game, so be proud of me and rejoice, everybody. Dragon Age Dark Fortress #1 from Dark Horse. So
nice.
It's going to be a short run. They always are. I personally missed this video game series. I loved it originally on PlayStation 3 and then 4. And I just, oh my gosh, not to mention just how cool it was, And so I'm looking forward to just getting more and more content. So I figured, give it a whirl. We'll try it out and see how it goes. Probably be a 4-issue run. So
yeah, you love video game comics. We know that. You love just getting comics based on video games, even if you have never even heard of the video game. So that's why.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
All right. So now I'm winding it down. This is my last one here, John. Strange Adventures. I saved it for the end. I am so hyped to get into this book. The last issue was a banger. Things are going down. Things are not what they seemed. Adam Strange is for sure has done bad things. So I cannot wait to see how Mr. Terrific's going to handle this, how Elena, his wife, is going to handle all this. This is definitely gonna go down as a classic run of Tom King's, and I'm really enjoying the ride.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, even better than that book, I have X-Men issue 19. I'm totally kidding. I don't know if it's better than that book, but I have X-Men issue 19 to round us off here. Again, read it. I've said it week after week. Love, love, love. We got Tom. One thing I didn't tell you yet, we did get invited to the Hellfire Gala. So Emma Frost sent a comic book look and email and said, hey, we're going. So
good.
So comic book bears we'll try to get you guys into. I know you guys love that DC life, but Marvel loves you too.
Yeah.
James, you can come to the gala too, as long as you draw some more mutant pictures. And if you guys aren't following James, you totally should. He draws a lot of amazing and beautiful things, a lot of random X-Men characters that are more subtle, and he does a very good job. So highly recommend that. checking out James. In fact, I'm going to pull up his Twitter here while you give us your final thoughts, Mr. Tom.
All right. Well, final thoughts. I'll tell you what, guys. It's a good week. I know we're running through this quick. I appreciate everybody coming out and watching the show. But, sometimes you got to shut it down a little early. Sometimes old Tommy D has got to rest that head. And actually, I need to probably catch up on some reading. And I'm this close to finishing the book that I'm reading. And then once that book is finished, zoom, I'm taking my whole stack of back-issued comics and and going to knock it out in like 2 days. So I'm definitely excited to get back to my normal life. But I'll tell you what, John, even though I was tired and sad and, heartbroken of a day before I came in here from a bad day at work, talking to you and talking comics, seeing all the comments, it like energizes you, right? So super stoked. And thanks so much for joining me, Johnny, and everybody out there. I mean, James, Bill, Steven, we had Aaron, Sarge, everybody who commented today. I really appreciate it. It lifts my spirits as well hearing you talk about comics. How about you, John? What are your final thoughts, dog?
Dude, final thoughts are, first of all, if you want to follow Mr. James on Twitter, @James, GARFIG is his handle. So definitely check him out. Does wonderful work and just such a good guy holistically. So always fun to get to visit with him. But yeah, my final thoughts, honestly, it's been one heck of a week so far. I have a 3-day weekend coming up, so I'm looking forward to Friday. So that's my Saturday. And just looking forward to getting caught up on some books, I think. Other than that, we are just so thankful again to be part of this amazing community. And definitely things like this. Bill, glad this did you some good, Tom. Bad work days are the goddamn worst. Preach. And so thank you guys all for coming to hang out with us this evening. Tom and I, again, we're just so thankful to be part of this really good community, and just look forward to seeing what's next and what's coming up. So you guys have an amazing week in comics. So many cool things on the way. We got Falcon and Winter Soldier happening right now, so lots of fun there on Disney Plus, and a lot of nerd cinema en route as well in the coming weeks. So looking forward to some Mortal Kombat.
Of course, Mortal Kombat. The Snyder Cut's out, guys. I mean, get those eyes open, baby.
Exactly. And with that, you guys, we are going to fatality our way on out of here. You guys know the drill as always. Tom, John, we're on Twitter. Just look us up @ComicBookLook, and you can find us from there. Follow those digital breadcrumbs. And we'll see you guys next week for sure. As always, keep it comics.